in a world of revamps, reboots, remakes, sometimes you hit the target and it's fantastic. Sometimes we are way off course and it made no sense to make. Um, but sometimes, like I said, you get some good ones. And then also when you take IPs, old IPs, and try to bring them to a new audience, sometimes we knock it out of the park, and sometimes we miss it heavily. And now we are venturing into an IP that's old, that has been not remade. Let me not say remade. That was brought from the television screen to the movie screen for a new audience, is now being rebooted again, and that is Miami Vice. But this time, I am really excited. Let's take a look. All right, so this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. It says Joseph Kosinski's Miami Vice movie lands August 2027 release date, casting underway. The much in demand director is making the film for Universal Pictures and will begin shooting next year. Director Joseph Kosinski, sorry, Miami Vice movie is a go. The Universal Picture event pick will hit pit theaters on August 6, 2027. The studio announced this Wednesday. I know I'm reading an older article, but whatever. Casting is currently underway with shooting set to begin next year. Kosinski, who is coming off directing back-to-back blockbusters with F1 the movie and Top Gun Maverick, will explore the glamour and corruption of mid-80s Miami in a new version of Miami Vice, inspired by the pilot episode in first season on the landmark television series that influenced culture and set the style of everything from fashion to filmmaking. Facts. Um, Kosinski will film the movie for IMAX, much as he did with F1 and Top Gun, in order to enhance the sights and sounds of the iconic series. Miami Vice began life as the Anthony Yurkovich, sorry, oh my goodness, created TV series starring Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas as two undercover Miami police officers known for their love of pastel suits. The ambition of the show was to break the form of everything that had come before. Series executive producer Michael Mann told The Hollywood Reporter last year of the series, which ran from 1984 through 1990 on NBC. Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell starred in a 2006 feature of the same name that Mann directed, which earned $163.7 million globally. The film is produced by Dylan Clark, the Batman, and Kosinski, and written by Eric Warner Singer and Dan Gilroy, based on characters created by Yurkovich. Kosinski has been kicking the tires on the project since last year, working with longtime collaborator Singer to develop the project. Kosinski is also on tap to direct a UFO conspiracy thriller that Apple won in a bidding war in March, and is mulling a sequel to Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick turned Kosinski into one of the most in-demand filmmakers in town after directing features such as Oblivion, which I love, and Tron Legacy, which was pretty cool. Released in summer 2022, the Top Gun sequel exceeded all expectations in grossing 1.5 billion at the worldwide box office for Paramount Pictures and David Ellison's Skydance. In the time since Ellison fought a long battle to buy Paramount, he succeeded, with the merger closing earlier last month. At a press briefing on August 13th, Ellison called Top Gun 3 a top priority at the studio and said he would be in the Tom Cruise business as long as the A-list star, with whom he has made 10 films in Ellison's former life at Skydance, wanted to tell stories with him. Blah, 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 Top Gun. Kosinski's great. F1 was one of the biggest surprises performers at the box office to date. The Formula One movie has grossed north of 623 million globally and even pulled ahead of DC Studios and Warner Brothers Superman at 615 million. Okay. It's all messed up. I can't seem to get a moment. Every time I feel like things may get better, it only gets worse. I'm starting to realize it's me. So this is dope. As the article pointed out, Joseph Kosinski has had two major films here recently with Top Gun Maverick and F1, and they are dope. I liked Oblivion. I thought Oblivion was dope. Obviously wasn't a major hit, but I actually liked Oblivion. Um, and I thought Tron Legacy was cool. Uh, was it great? No, but I thought it was cool. Obviously, it was good enough to where they're revisiting and doing a new Tron movie, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to this. I love this news. I loved Miami Vice in the 80s. I'm old enough to have seen the impact that TV show had on the culture. Like I mentioned, whether it be clothes and other movies and TV shows and music. Um, One of the best scenes ever is the two main characters driving, listening to um, Philip Collins, "In the Air Tonight." I can feel it coming in the air tonight. That scene is so fantastic. I love it. But anyways, so the TV show was dope. And then, Michael Mann did the movie with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. And I actually liked the movie. I just wish it wasn't called Miami Vice. I thought it was in my opinion, I thought it was a good cop partner film. It had great moments. Was it a great movie? No, but it was enjoyable. But I think I would have liked it more had it not been called Miami Vice, because it really wasn't Miami Vice. This was a good cop movie, and it should have been called something else, in my opinion. But anyways, this is fantastic. I like, obviously, the director has a track record. I'm all in. I'm looking forward to this. It sounds like this will be based in the times in the 80s, recapturing all that made the TV show so great. So I'm old enough to really appreciate that. So I can't wait for this. What do you all think? Were you a fan of the TV show? Do you know the TV show? Or are you like, bruh, I am way too young for that? What about the movie that came out with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx? What do you think? And more importantly, what do you think of this news? Are you as excited as I am to hear about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.